BPA King and Queen Best Ball, featuring various top bowlers competing for cash prizes. Brought to you in part by the Burger Brewing Company. Pour yourself another fresh burger. It's brewed fresh in Cincinnati, so it's zingier burger. And with the Greater Cincinnati Bowling Proprietors Association, representing 28 local bowling establishments. And now, here's your host, Jack Moran.
Thank you, and good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to our second week on BPA King and Queen Best Ball. Today, well, our scene of action is Western Bowl, and next week we'll be at Brentwood. If you happened to miss our first telecast last week, it was Davy Newrath and Marilyn Matho who rolled all three games and were victorious to advance to our championship round, the finals, on December 17th. Today, one of these four teams will be advancing also to the championship round. They are the top qualifiers here at Western Bowl. Team number one, with a total of 816, the sack is back, Terry Saccone and his better half, Vi McKinney. Ladies and gentlemen. Immediately to my left, Jack Calhoun, Diane Cushman with an 803. A pair of familiar faces here to my immediate right. They were on last week, fell victims to Newrath and Matho, but if at first you don't succeed, try again. Anita Vollmer, Steve Bunnell with a total of 787. We happened to have a roll-off just prior to taking the air between Ray Theege, Barb Donnell, John Gant, and Kathy Ranz, and emerging victoriously with a 289, Kathy and John. I might add also that if you happen to see that young man way down to the right, his face should be familiar. He throws a lot of fastballs and curves and sliders for the UC baseball team. John, congratulations. Our first match will have John and Kathy, who, by the way, Kathy's celebrating her 16th birthday today. John and Kathy against Anita and Steve, and the balls will start rolling right after the word about the beer that has brought you bowling for many, many years, will continue to do so for many more. You know what that is? That zing year, better than ever. Burr! Oh, you're right on cue. Slammer. Kathy Ranz up there right now celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday to Kathy. Her partner John Gant against Anita Vollmer and Steve Bunnell, lane 61-62 at Western Bowl. Kathy delivers high, and it's ball one.
Here comes your ball one.
That's up to...
This fella can really turn the apple, Jack, I'll tell you. If he pitches like that for UC, good night.
He really bends him around the corner. John Gant. And John had a little too much speed on that when he leaves the bucket, and I think they will take Kathy's 1-3-6 instead of John's bucket down there. It's not a good way to start, Slammer.
Not too good.
Kathy brings it back, so they're on the board with a spare. This duo right here, Sam, they were on last year when we had the inauguration of King and Queen Best Ball about 3 or 4 times. Anita Vollmer, Steve Bunnell. Well, that's the way to start it. Losers last week to Davy Newrath and Marilyn Matho, so they're determined today.
Yeah, that Davy and Marilyn had 29 strikes and 4 spares for 814. 814.
Won all 3, and they'll go into the finals on December 17th. Here's John Gant. John Gant really bends that ball. That's how he does it, too. So it's up now to Steve Bunnell to keep the team of Bunnell and Vollmer in the lead. Match number 1 here at Western Bowl, home of the upcoming Hockey Classic, starting, I guess, about the latter part of January, right,
Second week of January, right.
Beautiful ball there.
They got $1 million worth of prize money. And a left-hander named Pat Dickey wins $60,000 here last check. 47 handicap, 13 scratch with a 1303.
$60,000.
That's a lot of moolah.
Kathy Ranz, she hangs the 10-pin. Kathy used to team up with Carl Compton on
Right, last year she did.
Best Ball. Today she has teamed and successfully with John Gant. Well, he really turns that ball, doesn't he? Huh. I see what you mean, Slammer.
He's got what they call that built-in hook for them left-handers again. Heflin, Alabama, or something like that.
Uh-huh. We're going to hear a lot about him, I'm afraid, this year on BPA King of Bowling, which will start in January 6th, is it, Sam?
January the 6th at Brentwood.
Anita Vollmer now would like to get the first turkey of the match for her team. She has it there high, crossed over on the Brooklyn side, leaves the 310, but it's a chance for her partner to keep the string intact. That's the idea of best ball. If you fail, your partner has a chance to pick it up. Steve Bunnell. He brought him back. Yeah, we had a roll-off here between Ray Thigi and Barb Bunnell. John Gant and Kathy Ranz, as they had 781 last week qualifying. Ranz and Gant won it with a 289 to 225. That happened just before airtime. Here's that port sider from UC, John Gant. Oh, mean ball there, Sam.
He kind of hums that P, I'd say.
You know, we had last week big Mark Tullis. This week we got John Gant. I can see a lot of new faces emerging on the bowling horizon, Slammer.
That was very interesting yesterday at Brentwood. A lot of couples bowled.
Yeah, we'll tell them about our qualifiers in a moment. Oh, the old bucket, Steve. He says, come on, Anita, hold me in.
Now we got a recovery shot by Anita now. She's the instructor here at Western Bowl, Jack.
Yeah, and my little daughter, who is sitting right down there in front of me, right there, my lovely wife, Barbara. My daughter, oh, Anita hung. He stayed alive. Danielle's taking instructions from Anita, and I tell you, she's coming along beautifully, Sam. I'm going to have her on the program one of these years.
That's what they call that youth. Start them early.
Well, Kathy Ranz and John Gant are just a mark behind. Good ball. Hey, you can't beat this kind of a match, can you? There's that lovely family, Danielle and Barbara.
I don't know how that one spare got in there.
That was a mistake.
Was it really?
Mm-hmm. Well, Anita kept her team alive with that strike, the fourth in a row. She'd like to make it number 5 right here. She pulled that baby. Anita knew it when she let it go, Sam.
Yeah, she got a little quick. Well, here comes the recovery shot again.
I see Steve's got that little pinky on his right hand taped. Oh, he really had. It's about a tie match here now, isn't it? Almost.
It's practically even down to the pin.
That ball was there, Slammer.
It was buried.
You know, Steve was leaving a lot of those in practice.
He throws a lot of speed. Don't look like it, but he...
Well, the team now of Ranz and Gant can take the lead by about a stick here, can't they, Sam?
Yeah, you know.
There we see it. Boy, you couldn't ask for a closer match in match 1. The winners to go against Jack Calhoun and Diane Cushman. Oh, powerful ball. Oh, he lets that baby go.
He puts the juice on it, I'll tell you.
Talk to the Reds about him if he throws that ball like that on the mound.
I'd like to be his agent, I'll tell you.
That's the business to be in nowadays, Sam, an agent. Crack it, Steve. All right. A little delayed action.
I don't know what took him so long.
We're at Western Bowl next week at Brentwood. And right after Kathy delivers, we'll tell you about the bowlers next week. Ah, that's the same ball she had on her first delivery of the match. But she has her partner to hold him in. Charlie Lewis, Pat Peterson, our champions in King and Queen, were tops yesterday with an 860. Steve Fair, Nancy Aimlung, 856. Tom Casey, Susan Thacker, 846. Bob Glandorf and Dottie Wagner, 814. And Gant held them in. Boy, that fellow is a good-looking bowler.
Well, yesterday, both those first two, that Lewis and Peterson shoot a 300 game, and Stevie Fair and Nancy shoot a 300 over there at Brentwood yesterday.
It's very easy to roll 300 if you have a partner. Anita says, we got to go. She did. But they can't seem to stop this ball club.
No, there's 11-pin difference right now.
And here's the guy that's responsible right now. I think he has delivered every ball for a strike, or did he have one?
He had that quick six over on
Quick
62. And Kathy had a 3-6-10 up at the first frame. Kathy shot the spare.
Oh, he fires that ball in there. Well, Steve and Anita are saying, what in the world do you have to do to win in this match? Last week, they bowled against one of the hottest teams we've seen in a long time, and Davey Newrath and Marilyn Matho. Here they've caught a team of Ranz and Gant today. All right, in the back door.